So the Caitlin Clark disrespect needs to stop. The Caitlin Clark disrespect needs to stop. Or if nothing else, it needs to quadruple down. They should quadruple down on the Caitlin Clark disrespect, because the Caitlin Clark disrespect, you better believe she is coming out there to get revenge. Revenge on everyone. I don't know who. I don't care who you are. Caitlin's out for revenge. I don't care what position you play. I don't care if what you do is not currently considered basketball. Caitlin out for revenge right now. And it's one of these things where it's like, I don't think Caitlin Clark feels personally slighted by this in a way that's like in a way that's going to actually, like, she's upset about it. I think she feels personally slighted in a way of, she's like, this is absolutely ridiculous. Because you better believe the GMs are, like, if the GMs were asked who the best transition player in the WNBA was, they would probably vote a player that can't run. Like, it is one of these things where I've never seen anything like it. Like, the Indiana Fever didn't even get best young core. I don't think people realize that Paige Bueckers is older than Caitlin Clark. And not only that, Paige Bueckers is older than Leah Boston. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Like, Caitlin Clark had a significantly better rookie year than Paige. Paige is older than Caitlin. But you'll start a franchise with Paige. And you want to say, oh, what about the injuries? Well, yeah, Paige Bueckers missed 2 college seasons through injuries. Caitlin Clark missed 3 months through injuries. A bit different. Who forces opposing players to make the most adjustments? I cannot believe Caitlin Clark I cannot believe Kelsey Mitchell, and by adjustments is put our fastest player on Kelsey Mitchell and pray. I cannot believe. Alyssa Thomas is the only player that should be higher than Caitlin Clark, because teams just single coverage Angel Wilson. It never made any sense to me. This one's crazy. A year ago, Chelsea Gray, 36%. I think Alyssa Thomas was there, Caitlin was there, and now it is out on her own. Chelsea Gray's best basketball IQ. Chelsea Gray, if I'm passing the ball to, there's a mirror like 6 feet away from me. If Chelsea Gray is to make that pass, she might jump in the air, spin the ball around her head, spin the ball around her back, go behind the back, through the legs, while somehow 360ing, putting some spin on the ball and bouncing it, instead of going directly to you, bouncing it so that it bounces near the sideline and it kicks all the way back to you. That is what she does. I always make this statement. A good passer can make difficult passes. That is what Chelsea Gray can do that. I have no doubt about that. I have absolutely no doubt about that. A flashy passer makes easy passes look spectacular. That is what Chelsea Gray does. A great passer makes spectacular passes look easy. That is what Caitlin Clark does. There are levels different. It is like saying that White Chocolate was a better passer than Steve Nash. Not the case. It is not true at all. And not only that, the best point guard in the W. And I mean this, Paige Bueckers is not a point guard. So, because she's thereabouts as best 2 guard with Jackie Young, that's not too bad. But I would rather see Paige Bueckers be top in a position she's not best at, even though she does technically play the point guard, start the point guard, than see, like, you're going to see Paige Bueckers and Caitlin Clark like there's not only a world, there is like a 30% chance that the MVP race is going to be between Caitlin Clark and Paige Bueckers. Chelsea Gray probably won't make the All-Star team. Like, you've got two players who are probably going to be averaging above 20 points a game. You got Caitlin Clark, who is either going to lead the WNBA in assists or be very close to it. You've got Paige Bueckers, who's going to either lead the WNBA in scoring or be close to it, while also being top 10 assists. Caitlin's going to be top 10 in scoring, while probably leading the league in assists. Paige Bueckers is going to be top 2 or 3 in scoring, while being top 10 in assists. Chelsea Gray is going to put up worse counting stats than Natasha Cloud. And you want to know the reason why she's going to put up worse counting stats than Natasha Cloud? Because she plays small forward. Watch the Aces play in a game that matters. Jackie Young takes the ball up 8 times out of 10. Chelsea Gray is their like late shot clock initiator. As in, when games matter, she gets the ball with like 8 seconds to go and they run the PNR with Asia. That is what she does. She runs a wing pick and roll with Asia Wilson late in the shot clock. Or if she does get the ball on the top of the 3-point line, she goes ISO and shoots every single time. Like, if Chelsea Gray has the ball at any stage in a position where the point guard is supposed to be dribbling the ball to the middle of the floor, she's going to shoot every single time. Why? Because she's not a point guard. When she gets the ball there, she has free reign to ISO. The only thing that Chelsea Gray should have won is who is most likely to be a coach, and if you want a game on the line, you want someone to shoot the ball. Purely based on those 2022 playoffs, I'll give it to Chelsea Gray. But it is just disrespect. It is just disrespect. It is actually disrespect. I love how it went to 50, 50, 70, 20. Chelsea Gray averaged 11 points, 5.4 assists. Like, she might average a triple single next year on a team that might be worse than the Fever, despite, according to the GMs, having the best point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, and center, making the best off-season, having the best coach, having the best defensive player. Heck, if you can just, and having the best chance to win the title. Like, I don't know. Like, the Chelsea Gray glaze. And the funniest part is like, Paige Bueckers is good enough that I don't even hate this one here. I don't think Paige Bueckers is as good as Caitlin Clark. I don't. But we all have short-term memories. Everyone has short-term memories. And if you have a short-term memory, you can say, oh, but Caitlin was injured last year. If you purely want to look at short-term and say, oh, well, the last we saw Caitlin, she averaged 16 and 9. And by the way, if you extend, let's just say Caitlin Clark has the exact stats that she had and played 44 games, and even on the same shooting splits, I still think she had a better season than Paige Bueckers did last year. Even on those god-awful shooting splits. Purely because of gravity, everything. We saw how she impacted the game. We saw how she took over games. Like, even in her last game when she got injured, she took over the game to beat Connecticut single-handedly. Like, she was terrible through 3 quarters. She had 9 points and 2 assists to win a really close game, a comeback win. Whereas Paige Bueckers didn't do that once last year. I still think if you extend Caitlin Clark's 13 injured games to 44 games, she had the better season. It was close. If you ask who had the better rookie season from Caitlin Clark and Paige Bueckers, it was Caitlin, and it wasn't particularly close. She shot better from 2. She shot better from 3. She shot better from the free throw line. She averaged more assists, more rebounds, more blocks. Won double the amount of games while having 4 less games. Was healthier. Set an all-time assist record. Like, it was an obvious one. Duh. It was Caitlin. And it wasn't even close. But yeah, people have short-term memories. Whatever about people having short-term memories, apparently people simultaneously have short-term memories and make every decision based on blind nostalgia. It's like voting last season. I'm not going to say when. It's like voting when Chris Paul signed with the Spurs, that Chris Paul was the best point guard in the NBA over Luka Doncic. Genuinely is. Anyway, see you guys.